Oxman, I do not own the rights to this music. Good evening, football fans, and it's my first college-based show. I didn't come up with a good background yet, but I'm working on it. I've got Dan Leonard, also known as Ron Mexico, here with me. The guy with more illegitimate children than Carter has liver pills.
Hey, 10% discount on any freaking line I have up. You know what the hell that's from.
That being said, we're going to talk about the AP Top 25. And right now, according to ESPN, the Top 25 starts with number 1 is Tennessee. Number 2 is the Ohio State University. Cocksuckers. 3 is Georgia. 4 is Clemson. 5 is Michigan. 6 is Alabama. 7 is TCU. 8 is Oregon. 9 is USC. 10 is LSU. 11 is Ole Miss. 12 is UCLA. 13 is Kansas State. 14 is Utah. 15 is Penn State. 16 is Illinois. 17 is North Carolina. 18 is OK State. Hey, Keegan Ecker, how you doing, buddy? 19 is Tulane. 20 is Syracuse. 21 is Wake Forest. Every time I see WF, I want to throw a T in the middle of it. But 22, North Carolina State. 23, the Oregon State Beavers. 24, Texas Longhorns. And 25 is University of Central Florida. Grandizer, yes, this is a college talk edition. I just went over the AP Top 25. I'm also going to talk about the top 5 college playoff teams, which are number 1 is Tennessee, 2 is Ohio State, 3 is Georgia, 4 is Clemson, and 5 is Michigan. And our top 5 Heisman candidates. The top 5 is Hendon Hooker, quarterback of Tennessee. He's having a phenomenal year there. That upset of Alabama was amazing. Number 2 is C.J. Stroud, quarterback, Ohio State. Number 3 is Bryce Young, quarterback of Alabama. Number 4 is Caleb Williams, quarterback, USC. And 5 is that man from Michigan, Blake Corum.
6 is Bo Nix.
And 6 is Bo Nix.
I wonder how good he's going to do to fleece somebody to take him in the top 2 rounds.
I don't know. I don't know if he's worth a top 2 rounds pick. He barely beat out Malik Willis for a starting job.
I know, and then he moved. He transferred.
And then he transferred. He had to go to a program that was more towards his skill set. And that Oregon program is more for his skill set. Granddad just says, oh, okay, very good. I will hit the like button, but heard a college stream earlier, so I will go back to checking out the game tonight. Cheers. Thanks, Grandizer. My I'm doing 2 draft profiles instead of 1. I decided to do Miles Murphy out of Clemson. I watched some game film, and I don't just watch highlights because I hate when people just watch the highlight reels because that's what makes everybody go gaga at draft time. Miles Murphy is a defensive end for Clemson, an edge rusher. His scouting report strengths. Murphy can also win going speed to power with the leg drive to push a blocker back. He's a savvy, versatile, and instinctive edge rusher who did a little bit of everything. Murphy was especially effective at getting to the quarterback. He has a lethal spin move and the pure speed to close quickly. He has impressive athletic skills, made Bruce Feldman's freaks list at number 3. He's a 6'5", 270-pound, 5-pound junior and a significantly better player than former Tiger Clellan Ferrell, who went 4th overall in the 2019 draft that reached by the Oakland Raiders.
Dude, he was the 3rd best one on that line. I don't even know how the hell that happened, man.
Right.
John Gruden, that's how that happened.
Nope. Facebooker goes, how's it going, Jeremy? Go Lions. That must be Joseph Hills. And here is Big Dan. I'm going over the strengths of Miles Murphy right now.
Miles Murphy, the defensive end from Clemson. That'd be a good pickup.
Yep. Murphy bench presses 405 pounds, power cleans 335, and deadlifts 505 pounds. And he has a 35-inch vertical jump at 6'5". That's huge.
That is awesome.
And all through college, he has been clocked in the high 4.5s for a DN that's super fast. Murphy has long arms and displays good power in his hands, which gives him the ability to slip off blocks as a run defender. He has the speed to chase down ball carriers in pursuit. His spin move is already NFL caliber, and he has a very good motor. His hand use is excellent. He's strong in the upper body and consistently swats away blockers. Possesses the length and power to ward off offensive tackles.
Needs to develop a swim move. That's the only knock I see on him right now.
His weaknesses, and I gotta... Where do I get some information from? I read about 5 different draft profiles and put together everything I saw that I could get strengths and weaknesses for players. And plus, I watch a lot of game film, as Dan, and both Dans know.
Yeah.
His weaknesses, he plays tall and gets upright off the snap, wins with upper body strength, and needs to focus on his leverage. Murphy also struggles to shed blockers and doesn't show ideal lateral movement skills. He needs to make better use of his length and his hands in the pass rush. He remains a bit raw. Murphy is inconsistent with his hand use and lacks the violence or hand pop in his hands. Miles Murphy, defensive end from Clemson, is who I'm talking about.
Is it just me, or is Jeremy's speech like pixelated?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hear him just fine, but
I'm gonna log out and send the link to myself and get in on my computer. Damn it, I want to watch this game. Actually, no, I'm gonna go get my laptop and bring it upstairs. Be back. I'll be back.
Has it been that way all night, Leonard?
Yeah, a little bit.
Huh.
Dom looked really bright today.
Yeah. Is that a little better?
Yes.
Okay. It's because
I heard you just fine when I first got in here, but hey.
Hey, who asked you?
And that was my defensive end profile, and I decided to do a quarterback profile too about one of Dan's favorite players. And mine too, as far as quarterbacks go. It's Grayson McCall out of Coastal Carolina.
Oh, not my favorite player.
Dan Davis.
Yeah.
I've been talking about McCall since the end of last season.
I remember distinctly last year how much you said you can't wait to get CJ Stroud.
Who?
Dan.
Yeah.
Don't you
Right. Okay.
If
Whatever.
one man, we ain't doing it.
Grayson McCall out of Coastal Carolina, his strengths. He has enough arm strength to drive the ball through tight windows up to 20 yards downfield and spreads the ball around to multiple receivers. Sprays the ball anywhere on the field, especially when given a pocket from which to deliver. Will step up into the pocket while looking downfield, reset his feet, and deliver. Possesses an NFL arm, gets the ball from one hash to the opposite sideline in a hurry, has the zip to hit tight windows on short and intermediate throws. McCall must be accounted for when used in the read option game. He's an athlete who runs well and must. And they just repeated it in the read option game. That's weird. McCall moves effectively and can throw on the run. He is at his best on bootlegs, showing zip and accuracy on those throws, so he throws well on the run. His weaknesses: his arm strength is decent but less than ideal. McCall lacks a little zip and accuracy and becomes an issue when he's unable or unwilling to set his feet. I think that's about the same for every quarterback when they don't set their feet, isn't it?
Outside of like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, yeah.
Right. I mean, that's elite pass strength.
Yes.
He sails throws to either sideline. Receivers make him look good with their acrobatic catches. Back foot throws are not accurate. Sometimes trusts his arm too much, trying to stick passes late in the play or when off balance. And too often he fails to give the receivers the chance to make the play after the catch. His high completion percentage was padded by a lot of screens. But when the deep coverage is too good, don't you use those screens to break up the coverage and get them to cheat up? That way you can hit them over the top?
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong, guys?
You are right.
That being said, one of the reasons why I like him is this guy's been a player since, God, high school doing this. I just went over the strengths and weaknesses of McCall. Does that sound better to you, Dom?
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
It was the mic position. I'm using the regular headphones with the mic in line, and I just moved it a little bit.
I went and got my laptop.
Dom, you look very orange tonight. Is that a Bears jersey?
That's certainly look closer at the hat, sir. Wait this way.
Oh, absolutely, Bears. Okay, gotcha.
Luke G, field review in the house. You just know I am listening. I like it, Luke G.
Are you blind?
Who?
No, I just think you're. No, I'm pretty sure that's a.
That's
Bears.
creamsicle.
No, it's not, JB. That is the new Bears uniform. That's a.
Yeah,
cool.
This is a different orange. Too much orange.
Too much orange.
That's the creamsicle.
Right, because look, like the old school orange Denver jerseys, dope with a blue helmet. The creamsicles, white helmet. That orange and like as dope as this red and red looks, that orange and orange with the Bears, awful.
Mm-hmm.
That battle red is beautiful.
Yeah.
Even Luke G field review says that's Bucks.
Luke G, if you're not gonna help me pick on Dom, I don't know then.
Shout out to the Texans for forcing us to watch at least a half.
Yeah.
He said, and the most underrated uni in the MFL. You said it right the first time. I remember hearing that in a comedy skit one time.
Underrated. From the standpoint of not enough people think it's the best, but it's the best. This is
I do like it. Okay.
It's either this or the Oilers.
Ooh.
They had some sweet old school jerseys too.
I do like the Chargers powder blue ones. Those are one of my favorite ones too.
Yeah, that's top 5.
Mm-hmm. And also, we're not allowed to call it the NFL anymore. It's the Professional American Football League.
That's fine. I'll be right back.
You know what that's about or no?
And let's go over the playoff picture because right now Tennessee's in first. They've got 5 wins over ranked teams, including number 17 number 20 Florida, number 25 and now 10
I did
LSU.
not.
LSU's up to 10?
Yeah, LSU's up to 10 in
I'd
the
have to go-
AP polls. Number 3 Alabama and number 19 Kentucky.
You
Team
really
most
made me. Go ahead, Jeremy. Sorry.
Team most likely to have a chance to knock off Georgia.
Leonard really guilt tripped me into wasting a whole hour of my life on a goddamn college football podcast.
You're welcome. I appreciate you, sir.
TCU. Tulane. Tulane Green Wave. Oh, I told someone a lie earlier. I forgot. I didn't know they were this relatively good. What are they in Coosa? Or are they in the AC now?
Who?
Tulane.
I don't even
I think they're in
know.
the AC or Coosa with Tulsa. The other, the other team that starts
tonight
with TUL and also has an A.
Tonight is not about Lions. This is a college talk. I'm not talking Lions tonight.
No, I don't want to.
Somebody brought up a comment.
So are we all in agreement that Joey Porter Jr. is the best corner in college right now?
I would say he's number 1, number 2, or 3, depending on where you look at him, is Keely Ringo.
Yep.
And I got to look up a couple more. But those are the 2 that I know off the top of my head.
I don't think this.
How does Clemson move up to 5 and pass Michigan while they play not any good teams? They actually beat 2 ranked teams, and Michigan's only beat 1. That's how.
Popularity contest.
And it is a popularity contest with the board members that do the college playoff picks.
Honestly, I'm okay with it.
It's the AC, if you were wondering.
The AC?
Yeah. It's the new Coosa. It's Tulane, UCF, Cincy, Houston, East Carolina, SMU, Navy, Memphis, Tulsa, Temple, South Florida.
Not horrible.
It's the new I forget what it. Oh, Coosa.
Yep. Was that the Central USA or Continental USA is what that one stood for?
Did
you say East Carolina is in there? Michigan plays them next year, one of their cakewalk teams they play next year.
Don't be surprised about that. East Carolina is a weird team.
I know. I know they're sneaky good.
It's like close
because Clemson actually has 3 ranked wins. They beat number 21 Wake Forest.
How did we forget that?
I don't know. They beat number 21 Wake Forest, number 10 North Carolina State, and number 14 Syracuse.
Oh, Coosa's kind of interesting in a way. Coosa is now Florida Atlantic, Florida International University, Middle Tennessee, Western Kentucky, Charlotte, the North Texas. You know what their team name is?
It's
Fresh.
Fresh?
Yeah, the North Texas Fresh. La
All right.
Tech, Rice, UAB, UTSA, and UTEP.
Okay. Luke G's Field Grove has I have a question. Who are your top 3 college prospects? Right now, in no certain order, C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, and Will Anderson Jr.
Yeah, that's probably mine.
C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson, Jalen Carter.
Who?
Defensive tackle from Georgia.
Jalen Carter?
Yeah, I have him at 4 right now.
I'm not sold on Bryce Young right now. The more I watch him, the more I see Kyler Murray running around like a toddler.
He's
like
tiny.
He's 5'10", 190 something.
He's tiny.
You know, I think Joey Porter's better than Keely Ringo, but Keely Ringo has the bigger notice right now, and he will probably go higher than he should. Kind of like Derek Stingley did last year.
That Emmanuel Forbes from, I think, Mississippi State is pretty good, too.
Who even took Stingley?
The Texans.
He hasn't played yet, right?
No, he's been having a good year. He looks good. He just doesn't look as good as Sauce.
Oh, here goes Pierce. He's got 82 yards already.
Who?
I should have made Dameon Pierce.
Oh, yeah.
He's a beast.
He is.
Brian Roy asked me, what 3 QBs do you like the most that'll come out of college at the end of the year? Oh. People are going to hate me.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet you your list has 2 of my 3.
I got Grayson McCall.
Yep.
Will Levis.
Yep.
And I really don't have a third.
Those were my 2. My third is Herndon Hooker, but I can't decide if
it's Hendon Hooker.
Okay, I can't decide if I want him to just ball out the whole year and maybe like lose or win the national title, or look marginal. And I mean, for selfish reasons, because I don't know. Actually, I'm sorry, he is not a one-year wonder. Because I just looked the other day. Everyone's seen his stats for this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you seen his stats from last year?
He had a good year last year. He just had a bad defense.
Oh, he had a phenomenal year last year. I'm just saying, let's say hypothetically, and I know it's college and it's the draft, whatever. If he balls out and wins a national title and we're sitting at 1, do you take him? Because
I'm going to repeat.
Proves something to me. Because he's got to beat Georgia and probably Alabama again, and someone in the playoffs. Maybe one of those 2 teams still.
Speaking of,
we go reverse juju because he just absolutely smacks Michigan in the playoffs.
Dude, I probably would do it at that point.
Yeah, dream come true.
My top 3 would probably be C.J. Stroud, Hooker, and then Will Levis. I don't care what anybody says. I'm sold on C.J. Stroud.
I got Hooker, Stroud, and Levis as well. But my bold prediction is if Hooker wins the Heisman, because he is the favorite last I looked, and after the quality win over Alabama, if they win a playoff game or 2, I think that Hendon Hooker could be the number 1 QB off the board over Stroud.
He's already 24.
Yeah, people are making a big deal about that. He'll be 25 by the time the draft rolls around.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least it isn't Brandon Weeden old.
Right?
Chris Winkie.
30-year-old quarterback out the draft.
So this year, 21 touchdowns, 1 pick. Last year, 31 touchdowns, 3 picks.
Yeah. As far as stats go, I do have Miles Murphy's stats to bring up here. That's what he's done his 3 years at Clemson. He has 16 and a half sacks over 3 years and 5 forced fumbles.
Can you imagine him opposite of Hutch on our D line if we move down to take him a little bit?
So he hasn't had a 10-sack season even.
This is
if you got enough money, any hooker sounds good.
This is the time. And
Ryan,
you know what? Actually, I would rather.
I agree, Keegan.
I really hope Hooker does go number 1.
Now, I want to show you Grayson McCall.
Carolina, after they trade us 37 picks to move up 1 spot.
They're not going to trade up. They have already low on draft capital.
All right. That being said, I want to show Grayson McCall's career at Coastal Carolina now, so far. He played at the end of a game where they were winning big in 2019, and he still threw 4 passes and completed all 4 of them.
Dude, he's accurate, but he doesn't put up yards for shit.
A long of 99, 2 longs of 75, but that's probably due to yards after catch. His big year there in 2021, a lot of that was Isaiah Likely.
I know. And you
I
look
think he had 1,100 yards that season, didn't he?
I believe so. And he shows why.
But he also doesn't throw a lot of picks.
Don't need him to throw bombs. Is his arm at least as good as Tua's? It is.
It's better than Tua's.
Well, guess what? J-Mo at least has speed-wise, he's there to be a Tyreek Hill, and Amon-Ra St. Brown is better than Waddle, and Tua seems to be doing all right. Say now?
Better than Waddle. That's it.
You know what? It's crazy. Now that Waddle's playing on two healthy legs, he looks awfully good. But he's always getting the number 2. Look at him last year. He was targets vacuum, 9 yards a catch.
Mm-hmm.
But when you've got Tyreek Hill, always drawing the one
in the bedroom.
The one and probably a nickel and one of the safeties.
It's not by the window.
Who do you have for your top safeties in college right now?
Oh, shit. I went over this the other day. What the hell was his name?
Who is this guy? Houston just tie it up?
Bullshit.
Look at the neck.
I haven't even turned that game on because Amazon Prime watching games pisses me off too much.
Yeah, it stutters. It does all sorts of shit.
Mine's been good the last couple weeks. I mean, I didn't watch last week, I think, or the week before because they were terrible games. But it's been flawless so far. Yeah, tie ball game.
Let's go Houston.
Right?
Stop it.
I would love to see Philly lose this game because I'm still not buying them. I'm not buying the Giants either, and I never buy the Cowboys. I don't think.
Well, who is it? Is it Houston and who tonight?
Philly.
Eagles.
Philly. Okay.
14 up, 37. I'm being forced to watch at least one more quarter. This might be the best game all year so far on Thursday. It's not saying much.
I'll laugh if
the Saints versus Cardinals was pretty good.
That was good.
I think Thursday night football should be a flex game.
It should be.
It should just be.
Hey, that being said, Jalen Hurts is 12 of 16 for 152, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. Davis Mills is 8 of 9 for 90 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, they're running the ball.
13. And he's thrown to 7 different receivers.
Yeah, because Cooks is out.
Is Derek Stingley due for a pick 6 of a Jalen Hurts?
Cooks and Nico Collins are out.
Yep.
Yeah, that sucks for the Texans, but I don't think they need them right now. That being said,
Tom Brady is Michael Jackson.
It does suck for the Eagles that Jordan Davis went out for the season, though.
But do you want to know why? Because he's moonwalking into retirement.
True.
Who?
Tom Brady.
Oh yeah.
He started for the Colts next year. Don't be a fool.
Oh, is that who it's going to be? It's going to be some old crusty fuck. I thought, I don't know. I drew a blank on it. I was on some show, and then somebody hit me with it. Garoppolo, maybe.
Garoppolo, Flacco. But more I'm thinking about
Flacco was the one I heard.
Yeah. Brady's being so crappy this year. He might just be perfect for what they use out there.
He's not that old, but I've heard that they've tried to coax Andrew Luck to come back.
For years.
Indy's O-line is still really good.
It is.
They just need, honestly, if they got Tom Brady,
wait a minute,
they didn't even need a whole bunch of good receivers.
I thought their O-line was doing bad this year because somebody said Matt Ryan was getting sacked a lot.
Matt Ryan sucks and slow.
Because he's a fucking statue. He got benched under the guise of, he hurt his whatever the fuck. Vagina.
Mangina. He hurt his mangina.
Dalton in a dome. And now he's just proving it. And somehow they're both still fucking starters in this league.
But you got to admit, that doesn't look bad for what you saw. He's thrown for under 3,000 yards, but you're talking about a kid that normally doesn't get to a big bowl game or the college playoffs, so he doesn't get to play 14 or 15 games a year. He gets to play 12 to 13.
nobody but the top 4 teams get to play more than one extra game.
Right.
I'm cool with Grayson McCall.
I would love him as a 3rd or 4th round pick.
Yeah, I don't want to take that risk on Hooker because someone will trade up to take someone, and please have at it.
Mm-hmm.
Please give me your first round pick.
Seahawks.
Oh, no. No.
Yeah.
You're telling me unless something absolutely falls apart or he dies on the field or retires voluntarily, you're telling me they're going to take someone in the first round to replace Geno?
They have 3 first-round picks, yes.
Oh, that's right.
I guarantee you they trade down one of those to a pick for next year.
Right.
Defense with 2 of those picks because their linebackers
and that's the thing. Seattle, along with us and Atlanta and Houston and 1 or 2 other teams, we were supposed to be the top 5. Well,
Keegan Eckert says something really good here. I was just saying that teams don't need an MVP quarterback to do well. Some of these colleges have good defenses behind them, but you find a great one, then you get lucky.
Yep. We don't need an MVP quarterback. We just need the defense.
Jeremy, have you had a chance? Jeremy, have you had a chance to look up the Utah quarterback yet? Cameron Rising. He's a good one too.
I'm gonna look him up next week.
I'm gonna look right now.
Well, no, I'm gonna do a draft profile on him, his strengths and weaknesses, and all that next week. I'm doing one quarterback.
That
and
guy
then one
looks pretty good to me. He led Utah to a gut.
Yeah, to a great comeback versus USC.
Cameron Rising, he's a gutsy player, man. Earlier, yep.
Oh,
I mean, they were down by a lot, and he let them back.
Is he still rocking that hair?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the quarterback?
Probably.
You see it?
Yeah, he does. He rocks that hair.
Tom, who's the quarterback for Kansas State?
Good question.
He's up there in the Heisman voting in the top 10.
I can't remember his damn name though.
Jalen something?
Jalen Daniels, I think.
Yep, Jalen Daniels. That's it.
I remember.
I think he's hurt though.
Cook was telling me about him last week, and I was like, okay. I started looking up some of his stats. I know the guy was pretty good. So,
well, this is my first episode doing this. This is my first episode doing this type of stuff. I want to cover a different player, an off-ball player, a non-quarterback player, and one quarterback every week till the end of the season, and then I can do a bit more stuff as far as draft profiles after the season's over. But we can go over. I'm not going to do the whole top 25 every time. I think I'm just going to stick to the top 5 college playoff teams because we know either Tennessee or Georgia is going down this week because they play each other.
Yeah.
One's gonna end up undefeated. The other one's gonna have 1 loss. That's what it's boiling down to.
The question is how far the other one falls.
I think this is the year where you maybe see 2 Big Ten teams instead of 2 SEC teams. Because realistically, unless Michigan blows it against Illinois, which they may, but then still beat Ohio State, like Michigan's not, I don't think they're not winning both those games. Or they will.
I was telling quite a few people that I still think we could beat Illinois, but Illinois is sneaky good, and that could be a trap game for us.
Absolutely should beat Illinois. But if you win that game, then it makes me more nervous for Ohio State because Michigan, other than last year, they don't win games against Ohio State when it matters.
Yep.
They just don't win, period. But they definitely don't win when it matters. Wait, is it there?
It's there. I know.
You could beat Illinois. That win against Illinois means more because they look legit.
And they're in the top 25.
Their running back, Chase Brown, is a beast.
Then Ohio State beats y'all and then loses to Illinois in the conference title game.
And that puts Michigan back in.
The Michigan and Illinois because they beat you both.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be so fire. That's it right there. Let's go. Fighting Illini.
Larry.
With the orange helmets.
Have you had a chance to take a look at Devin Leary? No, I just decided on 2 players when we decided to do that this week. So, what position does he play? Who's Devin Leary?
He's a quarterback for, I believe, NC State.
Okay.
I think.
Is Tony Gonzalez
Yes.
sitting on a beanbag? Because he's 6 inches shorter than Ryan Fitzpatrick right now.
Hemorrhoids.
Been there.
Done that. Got the T-shirt.
Whoa, the exhumed corpse of Philip Dorsett.
Uh-huh.
Wow. He's a scourge on the U wide receiver alums.
Yes.
Oh, that's your squad, right, Leonard?
Yes, it is.
So it's tied at halftime. Who gets the ball in the second half?
That team.
That team. Ha ha ha.
Freaking out, man. I'm not watching it.
The U was what got me interested in college football the first time.
That's because they were awesome.
And the orange jerseys, they helped.
Yes. I like the new,
If the 5-1 Texans win this game.
Dom, did those orders go in?
Huh?
You didn't place those orders yet, did you?
No, probably not till this weekend.
I'm gonna message you after this. I want one of the Miami Nights ones.
If they have them.
I'm pretty sure I saw them once, I think. Maybe.
I know. I see things all the time, and then 2 weeks later, I see a whole bunch of nothing. Because I think they do limited runs on stuff, and then they sell out, and it takes a while for them to re-up.
I just need a Sean Taylor.
Same.
Sorry, JB.
Hey, let's keep the personal talk for after show.
You're part of this too if you want a jersey, sir.
You know I do, but I was going to ask after the show.
If I didn't ask right then, I completely would have forgotten.
Well, I planned on it because he was on.
Like that squirrel, and I don't remember anymore.
Oh, no. Guess what? The notebook is right behind my laptop, and I'm going to write it down.
Oh, as always, my show is sponsored by A1 Tire and Auto Repair, 3 locations to serve you. The one in Cucaulin on Old Cucaulin Road, the one in Bay City on Broadway, and the one in Saginaw on Genesee Street, which is actually where I work. Come on in. We have great tires at great prices and used tires as well. And Mad Lab Custom Creations. There for all of your signed memorabilia needs. Get a hold of Dan Leonard on Facebook. He does brakes. He does also custom paint jobs.
I'll give you a better logo tomorrow.
Okay.
Turn your camera on, Leonard. I just wanted to laugh at your. Oh, it doesn't look so bad now. Turn your head. Oh, yeah, it still looks pretty bad.
Nah, it's lined up good.
It's not even a fade. It's just hair running away from his face.
No, that's me.
Hair running away from my face.
Your beard is dope.
It's all the way to skin
You
on both
paid
sides.
for that.
Fuck no, I did it myself at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Was alcohol involved?
somehow that's better, I guess.
I needed to change something, man. I just needed to control something, okay? Leave me alone.
That's fair.
So I'm going to grow my top out. I'm going to put it in a big Viking braid.
Oh, boy.
And my beard, too. I miss my big, long beard.
Yeah, no Miami Nights.
God damn it.
You get an orange Sean Taylor, Ray Lewis, white Sean Taylor, green Sean Taylor, green Ray Lewis.
The gentleman that was
orange Ed Reed, white Ed Reed, green Ed Reed.
okay. The gentleman that was supposed to be doing this with me, he had a family emergency. My prayers are up to his son, who had 103-degree temperature tonight. They had to go to the ER. So, Jonathan Ray, we're praying for you. This has been Kneecap Biting with Smokin Jeremy B. in my first college outlook and draft profile show. Looking forward to doing this again next week. Be able to give you more details. And
2 players, too.
Say what?
Can I do 2 players next week, too, then?
Absolutely. If you want to do your own draft profile on a couple players, go ahead.
Awesome. Dibs on Marvin Harrison Jr. and Joey Porter Jr.
I knew you were going to go there. Marvin Harrison Jr., is he coming out this draft? Is he a senior?
I think he's a junior, but hold on, I'm going to check right now. But he's probably the best wide receiver in college football right now.
Only because
Dan Hawkinson with that long hair and a man bun.
Who said that?
Keegan Eckert.
Tell Keegan he could. Never mind.
Never mind. EAD.
I was going to say lick my taint, but same thing.
All right. This has been Kneecap Biting with Smokin Jeremy B. and my first college show. Tune in next week. We will have a few more draft profiles and a little better detail on the college playoff picture after this weekend. Thank you to my guests, Dan Leonard, Dom DeRubis, and Big Dan Davis. Any final thoughts, guys?
Fucking.
Okay.
go Michigan, go Tennessee.
CJ Stroud to the Lions. Let's go.
I'll
No.
fight you.
Go blue. That's my final thought.
Hey, yeah, let's go blue, and may the flea of 1,000 Campbells infest your crotch around Mexico.